And hi everyone, we are live coming to you from Singapore. My name is Jen. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are watching us from. So, as you have maybe catch us last week, Iris and myself sharing with all of you on a very interesting topic that's very close to our heart is about retirement. So, once again, this is myself, Jen from Singapore, and this is Iris. Iris, do you want to do a quick intro about yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Iris. I'm a full-time working mother of three children living in Singapore.
Yeah,
So thank you so much for joining us tonight live.
yes,
If those who are following us and watch our last Monday replay or join us live, we're actually having this topic for this month of July. So yeah, thank you so much for my business partner Jen, also from Singapore. That
yes,
today we are talking about is achieving a dream life, dream retire. Is achieving a dream retirement possible?
yeah. So, last week Iris and myself, we spoke about what does retirement means to us. And also we talk about our ideal retirement lifestyle and why is it important to us. So today, we are going to talk about is really achieving a dream retirement lifestyle even possible? Of course, the fact that we are here, we believe that it is possible, right, Iris?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
It's just
but
a matter that you need to plan for it, right? Mm.
exactly. But you'll be surprised, right? There's actually a lot of people don't think that a dream retirement is possible. There's a lot of fears and a lot of limiting belief that actually hold people back from thinking that that is even possible. Especially as we talk to people around us, um, some people even ask, right, in this society of ours, is it even possible to retire early? Yeah. So uh, I always like to ask these people, right? Then why do you think that we have to accept the norm that is instilled in us that we have to work until 60, 65, or even 70 years old? Yeah. So what do you think, Iris?
Yeah, I think if let's say taking my parents' generation, that was their belief. Yeah, but I think in this era, our era now, actually I see more and more younger generation than us, that actually they already have this plan to retire early. Yeah, probably
Mm,
they are more educated and they are more savvy, and they know that employment just to work to get a single source of income, just to have in order to work until like 65 or 70s to retire, that is already not not in their mind at all, because they know that there are many ways that they can help them to retire early. Probably
mm-mm.
right now everything's are open up. There are like not like last time we do not have this kind of internet, right? So a lot of things you might not know that, but nowadays a lot of things are going online and people more aware and people are travel more, and their earning power is also more. So in a
Mm,
way they wanted to enjoy the kind of lifestyle, meaning that they don't tie down to just depend on single source of income. So they have multiple stream which can actually afford their lifestyle. So in a way they can actually plan ahead, and they can retire early. Yeah,
yeah, that's
so
true.
yeah, how
Mm.
about you, Jen? Yeah.
Yeah, I think there will be this group of people that are a little bit more, I would say, daring, or they are more willing to try to achieve something. But there is also
Yeah.
a big group out there, may not be necessarily our parents' generation. There are people like even my age group, in the 40s. There are people who I know in the 30s as well. Let's say in the 40s, or let's say some of the 50s, some of my friends. I hear a lot about I don't want to retire early because if I retire early, what am I going to do? Where is the money going to come from? So there's a
Yeah.
lot of fear, right? The thing is, I feel people have this mindset. The moment you retire, it means that you don't have money. So
Yes.
I think this is a certain mindset that it is not necessarily true,
Mm.
because you can have financial independence, um, and freedom for some, even though you retire, right? So, like the last episode, we talked about retirement to me means that I'm not working for money, but I may be working for something else with a
Yes.
purpose. Yeah.
Yes.
So, I think that is something I find that people are worried about. If I stop working and I retire, I don't have money. But there are, like you say, alternatives, right? Other ways for them to retire and still have an income. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I do agree with you because I have certain group of my colleagues, right, or my friends
Mm-hmm.
that which are older than me. They are very worried about what are they going to do, especially in Singapore context. Everything are increasing. I don't think just Singapore, probably everywhere in the country. They're worried that after they retire, their saving is only depleting because it's only
Yes,
out and there's no incoming. Another thing they're worried is they have nothing in their mind that can what to do to occupy their free time.
exactly.
It's good that if they have some hobbies to pursue with, or they have some mission that they wanted to achieve, for example, like do a volunteering or do anything, I think
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. At least your mind is occupied with something. But if let's say you have no plan on that, it will be very hard for them to actually pass the free time. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So we have a lot of people, they say, right, I don't want to retire because the moment I retire, I have dementia, or
Yeah.
my mind works slower. People are saying that, right? Then I sit around at home doing nothing. So, like what you clearly said is so true. They need to keep engaged. So that's why for us, we always talk about a retirement lifestyle is something that is still joyful and purposeful. And I really
Yes.
want to touch on this thing that comes to my mind, which I am preparing myself for that day. And I think for parents in general, our whole life we work so hard because you want to provide for our children. And then
Yes.
slowly our children grows up already.
Yes.
Then
Mhm.
maybe in the whole few decades of our life, we a lot of parents, right, they just give everything to the children, including their time, and they give up their dreams, they give up their hobbies, everything. There are a lot of parents
And
like
even their
that.
savings. Yeah.
Yes.
I do
So
heard a lot.
so
Yeah.
end up, right, when all the children grow up with everything and they retire, they just realize that, hey, I don't have hobby, I don't have dreams, I don't have anything to do. They feel very empty and very lost. So that is why we always talk about what is your dream. I think a lot of people heard about us talking, what is your dream? And that is why I always talk about when we get very used to the day-to-day routine of our life, we just forgot about our dreams. So actually,
Yes.
I'm sure every one of us, deep inside us, we want to do something. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
For me is me too. I wanted to have my early retirement. Why I wanted it? Because I have something that I wanted to do that I couldn't because of the financial and the time limitation. So if I'm able to achieve that, that I have already debt free, I wanted to do something that is really impactful, that not just to myself but to other
Yeah.
people as well, which make yourself is like living with purpose, right? So of course,
Yeah.
of course, all these you need to have the kind of plan and go and think back, sit back and think what kind of a dream lifestyle that you wanted to pursue. Don't just live
Yeah.
a mundane lifestyle that every day just Monday to Friday just to work and just have a Saturday, Sunday to have some time and rushing here and there. So if any one of you that while listening us, watching us live or replay, go and ponder and sit down and think what what do you want in your life? Yeah, because
Yeah.
children are growing up one day and our parents are also getting older one day. So actually we are racing with the time. We are racing
Yes.
with the time. Time is just moving ahead, and we cannot just turn back the clock. So in order for us to really want to grasp that kind of moments, right? The important, the priority, what is important right now to you? We need to be more daring and go and do something that can really change your lifestyle. If let's say you
Yes.
think that you feel very trapped, you just feel very stuck. You can't say you don't want to work because you have something your commitment. Right, Jen? We are just normal human being. All of us, we are parents, we understood. We have a lot of our responsibility, our obligation, our commitment, which you just cannot ignore it, right? So, but is there any other way that can help us? So
Yeah.
let's think about it. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I appreciate, you also Irish sharing with the audience about your thoughts. I think this is really very good sharing. Before we end the session, I also like everyone to think about what if, right? What if there is a solution out there that allows you to retire early, and of course with the financial independence, and able to live a joyful and purposeful lifestyle? Is it something that you feel that, hey, you're excited about, and you don't mind finding out what is it? So if you are, contact with us to find out
Yes.
uh, why we are also very excited to make this happen for ourselves, and sharing with more people to see how they can do it for themselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
connect with us if you are interested. And once again, thank you so much for watching us live on our replay. And do catch us again next Monday at the same time. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
will then share with you on a different topic.
Yeah, sure. Before we end our live, we have a few viewers here. Hi Fiona, thanks for joining us live from Singapore. And we have Finn. Hi, Finn. She's a stay-at-home mother from Singapore. Thank you, Finn, for catching us live. And thanks to May. Yeah, you see, all of us are working mother. So we are all just ordinary mother. We know what's the best for our children. And yeah, so if let's say you wanted to know more about how we actually have a solution to expedite your retirement, feel free to connect with me or Jen. So thank you so much. We will meet you again next Monday at 8:30 p.m. Bye bye.
Bye.